Hello, it's Tidbits from the Love Notes. How you doing? Well, I'm so glad to be here with you today. I have some lemon water as usual, and I have an old, someone got rid of these glasses, and they look like they're old beer glasses, but they're great for the lemon water. And we drink the lemon water rather than the coffee first in our mornings. You can even have some the night before you go to bed to get the process going of cleansing, but it's to clean out our immune system. So that's just a reminder of why we're doing it, as opposed to having coffee first. And so this is Tidbits from the Love Notes. And so I'm thinking about and sharing with you what helps us have a really joyful, pleasant day that's really positive, despite all the drama that's going on with all wars and different people disagreeing and armored forces and all kinds of things going on. Well, how can we still have that pleasantness in our day? And so tidbit number one is that we got to manage our time. It can't be sitting around looking at the news. We got to manage our time so that we know what we're going to do, because our plan, what we say we're going to do, that is our life. So we got to either the night before, sometime during the day before, or early in the morning, we've got to make a plan for what our day is going to look like. And if there is going to be looking at any news, it's got to be a little bit about the negative things that are going on, but we've got to put down a plan. We got to consider, our children, or consider if we have elderly parents, or a spouse, or a partner, best friend that is having some issues, and we got to focus on that. That's all got to be a part of our plan. And so, because our plan is our life, and it's really important. And so we got to make sure that we remember that Hebrews 13:5 states that God is always there. He's always there to hear the plan, always there to hear the plan. So that's tidbit number one. Get the plan going and share it with God. So tidbit number two, we got to have faith that God exists, okay? Or it's no use taking it to God in conversation if we don't even believe there is a God. But if we do believe there is a loving God that's going to listen to the plan that we have put down as to the dream of our heart, that we need to know that and keep that in our mind, so we're confident that we're sharing with something. We're sharing with something really special. We're sharing with our loving God. And so we got to share our plan for our day. Like I said, you either do it the night before, the day before, early in the morning, but it's got to be done where we put it down either on our phone, on a piece of paper, and do that. And so what we want to do is take it to our loving God in conversation or in prayer. And I might sound really weird that we would share our plan for the day, that we would even take the time to share that with our loving God, our best friend, that we share that. And basically, it's stated in Hebrews 3:5-6 that when we share that, it's like our wanting our loving God to direct our thoughts and guide our ways, and make sure that what we have on our plan for our life day is led by rightness, that it's led by rightness, and the right things are in the right order of things. And so, and when we share that with our loving God, our plan is blessed upon, and we don't have to really worry about whether it's a safe plan or it's going to work out, because no matter what, it's been blessed because we shared it with our blessed, loving God. And so tidbit number three is we have to know that when we're planning with God, that our focus is going to be on rightness, because when we have that Holy Spirit in us, we hear whether we need to make adjustments to our plan for the day, our life plan for the day. And that we're focusing on people, we're focused on the right people and the right things, and we value ourselves also. The right people, the right things, and value ourselves also, so that we can be a blessing to someone else. So that's really important for me to impress upon you today. At least I felt that way, and God said, yes, you need to share that, because that's why you're here. Even though you're older, you've been blessed upon, and you have the strength because you put yourself first. at least you focused on yourself. You didn't leave yourself out because you were thinking of others, you know? So I remember being in the store, after doing long periods of caregiving, and I have done a lot of caregiving over time of children and adults. And someone said to me, "Wow, I've done caregiving and I'm just about like broken down. I can hardly walk. And you've been doing caregiving and you've been doing it for a quarter of a century and you're looking very well. You're looking very strong and rested." And so I said, I shared to them to take care of ourselves. And that's something we have to do. And let God direct our thoughts and ways of valuing ourselves. And that's when we get into this thing that I'm always talking about. We've got to, even when we're taking care of others and we've got kids, no matter what's going on, we've got to make sure that we eat healthy, that we have a strong prayer life, that we do help others, but we make sure that we get ourselves the help we need so that we can help others, and that we eat healthy food and do some healthy workout, whether it be you're working, you can't do it during the day, so you do it on the weekend, but it's a part of the plan, and God puts his stamp on it. And that's what we're talking about. We want God's stamp on our life day, that we've planned. So that's my share with you today, and I felt it was really important because it's really made my life very joyful because of following that and always making sure that that's the lane that I stay in, and that I don't keep things from our loving God I share. So take care till we talk again, and we'll do that really soon. Alrighty, bye-bye.